Hello and welcome to the Wednesday News Show.
Hello, welcome back.
Thank you.
How was Australia?
Australia was amazing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You sound a little bit more Australian.
I think I am a little bit.
Yes.
That's my accent.
Very good.
It's a koala.
What's going on the show today?
We have a packed show today because it was the IFSC this weekend.
Yeah.
So we have a bunch of talking points for that. But before we talk about the talking points, let's do a little run-up of who won what where. Let's start off with the women's comp. Last year's winner, Shauna Coxey, suffered a finger injury in the off-season, but she still managed an impressive 6th place, despite not quite being fit enough to compete for a podium place yet. Japan's Akio Noguchi always seems to be on form, and she looked in control all weekend, coming 3rd with 4 tops. Slovenia's Janja Garnbret has got to be one of the favourites to take the overall win this year in both bouldering and lead competitions. Her performance was on point this weekend, and she also topped out 4 boulders. Japan's Miho Nanaka came to this season fresh off the back of a win at the Studio Blockmasters comp. She was on fire, flashing 3 boulders and taking an emphatic win. Will this season belong to Miho? For the men, Alexei Rubstov always does well in Merengene and stepped up again this weekend, taking the bronze medal. Everyone was waiting to see if Japan's Tomoa Narasaki could build on his consistent performance last season with a few more podium places. He smashed his way into the 2018 season, taking a silver medal, definitely a threat for the overall win. Despite competing for 10 years on the IFSC circuit, Slovenia's Jernej Kruder has never taken a gold medal, but everything changed in Switzerland. Utilising his usual explosive style to its full, he topped out 3 boulders and was clearly delighted by the result. So, loads of talking points from this weekend, and I think the first one we should maybe talk about is something that we still don't fully understand, which is the rule change format. So it's all shuffled round, so now it goes... I'm going to read this.
Read it.
So now it goes... number of tops, number of zones, which used to be bonuses, number of attempts to tops, and numbers of attempts to zones. So this is a bit of a flip from last year, and people are still getting their head around it, including us. But it does matter because the women's comp, all 3 women who won the podium places, they got 4 tops and 4 zones, so it went down to that next level, which is attempts to tops. So already we're starting to see an impact with this new system on the podium.
Cool.
Let's talk about Jernej Kruder.
Okay, Jernej Kruder. Go on then.
I love Jernej Kruder. He's just so cool. Like every competition you see him at, he's giving it everything. He's out late partying sometimes, and he's just like a proper, just great climber. And I didn't see this win coming.
You didn't see this win coming?
Did you see the win coming?
Well, I kind of we disagree on this because you say it came out of nowhere, but whenever we have gone and filmed at competitions that he's climbed in, he's always done well.
He has, but...
and this is his big thing, he climbs well in private kind of competitions. So Studio Blockmasters, he won last year, he came second, I think, or third in Studio Blockmasters this year. Rockstars, he's really well at. So yeah, I mean, he generally does, out of the IFSC, he does really, really well.
Exactly, out with the IFSC, and that's and Quiff, he didn't kind of kick ass as much as he didn't make finals for Quiff. And for me, Quiff is this sort of, I know Studio Block was again a sighter, but Quiff, he didn't make it there, and he's just never done it. So, and he was, I thought the Japanese guys were going to destroy everyone, and for him to come in like he did, it's incredible, and I can't wait to see the rest of the season for him.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Shauna's tweaky finger injury.
It's trouble saying that.
Shauna's tweaky finger injury.
Yeah, so I would say Shauna was probably at about 70%, 65 to 70%, and with that, she still made finals and still made 6th place.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm not entirely sure what the time frame is until she gets to 100%, but when she does, she's going to be pushing for the 1st place again.
I mean, she's got to be thinking now. She came 6th, Olympics 2 years away. She doesn't want to blow that finger.
Next year, I think.
2020?
2020, sorry.
Yeah, she doesn't want to blow the finger out. So I think she's been really sensible and just being like, look.
Yeah, taking it easy.
Taking it easy, still making finals, still getting up there for the sponsors, but maybe not pushing it into the red zone, perhaps.
Yeah.
2 interesting sort of team developments is one that the USA team took a big collection of people out and didn't perhaps do as well as we were expecting them to do.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's interesting, something to keep an eye on for the rest of the season. For the French guys, the way the French system works is they have to get in, within a couple of World Cups, they have to get up there to then get the funding for the rest of the World Cups. Because Fanny and Manu, what's his second name? Manu Cornu. Because they got into the finals, they're now allowed to compete for the rest of the season, which is cool news. Because Manu is
He's a showman.
Yeah.
He's brilliant. And like some of the highlights are just incredible. Like, I mean, maybe you shouldn't celebrate before you top a boulder, but I like it. It gets the crowd going. I think he's a dude.
Yeah, and Fanny as well, just super strong and just a lovely person. So cool that they've now cemented themselves in for the rest of the season.
Okay, IFSC done. Wales. Carolyn Cialvidini has made an ascent of the Quarryman in just outside Llanberis. The French climber has completed the 4-pitch iconic slate trad route in Llanberis slate quarries of North Wales. The whole route is an E87A in trad grades, which roughly translates to an 8B plus sport route for those wanting some kind of idea, but really, this route is as unique as you get. The route was made famous on the UK climbing scene by Johnny Dawes in the classic British film Stone Monkeys. In particular, the third groove pitch, which starts off smooth and wide and gets smoother and wider before holds start to appear. As James Pearson put it, it's like learning to climb all over again.
I did it. Alright, so, well, I guess that's kind of already the end of the story. I did it on first try, but it took me a lot of mental effort. A lot of tries on each pitch. I think I still get a point.
I think you probably did it in less attempts at pitches than I did.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. An amazing route. If you've ever seen Stone Monkeys, you will know how incredibly cool that third pitch is.
It's like upside down.
Yeah.
You've got to do that.
Bums and legs and
up in
arms
the air
and yeah.
Yeah, badass. Dave Fitzgerald is an Irish climber who is just kind of crushing everything. He's still a little bit underground, but he's about to break into the mainstream as he's in Europe. He's in Switzerland, filming with Puzzle Glass Films
they're
and
really
Moon.
good.
And he's just done an 8B plus called Bugasign, which I didn't pronounce right.
Bugasign. Oh, it's a hard one to.
Yeah, it is a trick. It's on screen. And Big Paw, which is an 8B, it will be Big Paw, an 8B plus /8C. We're looking forward to the film. Hopefully, we're going to get a chat with David soon. So watch this space.
Bugalaisen.
Bugalaisen.
I just really want to quickly talk about Pietro Szab, who's a young Polish climber. He's 21. He has just climbed a 9A plus route, a Christian route in Spain, Santa Linya, CATXASA. How the hell do you pronounce that?
Sia.
Is that how you pronounce it? Anyway, he's just climbed that. It's his third 9A plus climb. So he's done that, but then he's also recently done Estado Critico. He did that on his third go, 9A. So he did that in one day. So that's pretty impressive. So yeah, he's definitely one to look out for in the future. But is a 9A plus a 9B?
Let's find out. A 9A plus is not a 9B.
What's a 9B?
9B
is a 9B. And we've had none this week. Somebody's working. Oh yeah, Pietro Szab is actually working Fight or Flight. He's got like 10 days left in Spain.
I mean, I'm working.
He just did Estado Critico in 3 goes.
I could do a 9B.
Yeah, I knew this is what would happen when you came back. Doodle-doo.
So let's talk about videos on the EpicTV website by starting with a little video that's not currently on the EpicTV website. But the BMC have released a film with Pete Whitaker rope soloing El Cap, and I caught up with him ages ago, but we've just released it talking about that climb. Check out the interview because Pete is a lovely bloke and he describes it really well if you have no idea what a rope solo is.
Yeah, it's like basically like climbing it 3 times.
Yeah.
Up and down, covering the ground 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna show a teaser.
Show a teaser.
So I'm just back down at the bottom of the slabs. I guess it's about 4:45 maybe.
The day I started climbing, I decided to set off at 3 in the afternoon. And I decided to set off at 3 in the afternoon because I wanted to miss the hottest part of the day, which was about 12 till 3. So I set off at 3, climbed for 3 hours of light, and then climbed all the way through the night in the dark. Obviously climbing in the dark is like a little bit like strange. It's good and bad, you know. It's good because you don't see the exposure, so that's nice. and also like you can't see the top of El Cap, so you know you're only just focused on what you're doing at the time. You're not like distracted by like, oh my god, I've got to go all the way up there. So that's quite nice in a way.
Yes, awesome. That looks good. So check out the interview and check out the video on BMC. I think it's on their YouTube channel.
Yeah, the link's in the description below that stuff, so you can find it easily.
Right, next up, we have got a new film coming out tomorrow featuring Jacopo Lacha and Babsi Zangel. It's them climbing the Gondo Crack, which is this amazing crack climb on trad gear in Italy. Here's a teaser.
Most of the time we are on the road, traveling around and climbing in different places.
In Austria there are a lot of hard vaulted routes which also work on gear. For us it's just a challenge to climb in a different way.
The first time when we saw Gondo Crack, it looked really easy.
The route follows a really obvious crack. It was a really old project, was bolted. We went there with the idea of climbing it on gear.
As soon as we tried the cracks moves, we recognized that it's really tricky.
You might not recognize the Gondo Crack because Tom Randall, we did a film with Tom Randall a while ago on the Gondo Crack, and he has climbed it, I think. It's got this really weird kind of upper kind of mono clingy finger, single digit
Different
mono.
from Cobra though. I thought Cobra had the jobby job.
Chubby job. I don't know, maybe. Anyway, it's cool. It's a good video. It's out tomorrow on EpicTV.
Now, what we thought we'd just shout out a little bit is, obviously there's loads of YouTube creators on YouTube. We're a YouTube creator.
We're YouTubers.
But we obviously check them out as part of our job. So we thought we'd sort of shout out a few channels every now and again.
So we did Fraser Gus last week, who's got some really, really cool videos. And this week, we thought we'd do Lizzie Ellison, who is a YouTuber. She's a climbing YouTuber. American. Does some really, really cool stuff. And we just thought we'd give her a bit of a big up. So go out and check her channel. We'll put the link in the description below. Subscribe. It's cool. It's good content.
Hello and welcome to this week's episode of EpicTV's Climbing Daily. I'm your host. Just kidding.
Shop stuff. Oh, before shop stuff, 24-hour Sufferfest is this Italian competition thing where, as it sounds, you turn up, you climb for 24 hours straight, and you get exhausted, and then you go and drink beer.
Yeah, big
that
fun.
is on May the 19th and 20th. We'll be showing stuff about that. It is in Castelbianco.
Castelbianco.
Yeah, in Italy. Start checking it out because it looks like a cool event. It looks like a knackering thing, and we'll have our Italian guys covering that.
Yeah, it's good. Good weekend activity. Yeah.
We're still running buy 2 shoes, get 15% off that
order.
deal.
Yeah.
It's only running until Sunday, I think. This is good for this reason, because once you buy a pair of shoes that works, you're inevitably at some point going to buy another pair of shoes because they're good shoes. So you might as well get 15% off your shoes.
Yeah, it's a good deal.
Yeah.
Really, really good deal.
That's it.
That's it.
We're done.
Be sure to check out Gondo Crack coming tomorrow with 2 of my favourite climbers, Jacopo Lacha and Babsi Zangel.
Yeah.
And that's it, I think.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon.
Bye.